Welcome to my video on the unboxing of calibration of the acrylic tubular dynamometer. Really, it's just called a spring scale. I'll show you what I bought here, and I'm going to use this in future experiments. So I'm going to explain it to you and then do a little calibration on it because these need to be calibrated. Okay, what this is a spring scale. And you can hopefully see that it's got a different scale here. It's got 4 grams, and then it's got on newtons. So the newtons, this thing actually just measures force. It's a spring scale. You put weight on it, it stretches the spring. It goes back to Hooke's law, and I've got a video on that. And one side it measures the newtons, which would be a unit of force, and then this is the equivalent amount of grams, because you can convert between grams and newtons by multiplying by 9.8 meters per second squared, the standard gravity of the Earth. So this is the basic spring scale, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how to calibrate it, because this spring right here, the springs are just non-linear. Well, over a certain range they're linear, but over time they change, and I want to make sure that this thing reads properly before I use it in future experiments. So there's my little calibration knob. I'm going to turn that little knob right there. This moves this thing up and down. So I'll get started on that next. Now I want to calibrate the spring scale. What I'm going to use, I've got a 200 gram standard weight. I measured it with a gram scale, so it is right on. Put that on there and let that adjust down. Now, on the right side of this thing, okay, this is going to be our grams over here on this side. Okay, so let's see where that's at. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, it's a little below 200. So what I'm going to do is adjust this knob, try to bring that up a little bit. Okay, so there we go. The top of the blue is right at about 200 grams. So we're right there. Now, what I'm going to do is check it at another weight. I've got this other weight right here. This is 99.25 grams. So we're going to call about 100. Because really, we're lucky if we can get to 5 grams. Let that stabilize. And let's see, okay. Actually reading a little bit over. Adjust it down just a tiny bit so you can see there's no perfect adjustment on this. If you adjust it for one, it's going to be off on the other. But the main thing I want to do is try to use this in kind of the middle range here. That's where I'm going to get hopefully the best measurement numbers or the more accurate readings. And so this kind of shows you how to calibrate these. It's important to calibrate these because they do get out of adjustment over time. They just come with a standard spring from the manufacturer. And we need to make sure that this is going to be properly adjusted for any experiments that you do with it. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about calibration of the spring scale.